Hello once again. My name is Jay, aka Lord Gazumba, and I'm going to bring you a prelude of adventure number 822, titled A Tale from Knucklepaler. This will finish up two adventures over the last 3 weeks, and I'll say that hopefully that we will finish this on the next evening, where these are sea-based adventures, and our current group, which we started last Thursday, the name of the mercenary adventuring group out of Harby, Reckless Indifference, has a home base. It's the Stargater's Retreat. It's in the Bonded Barrel ghetto location area of Harby. It's an old inn bar that was used by astronomers as a hangout that closed years ago. They had a couple adventures in the area where they fought a group called the Trade Town Toughs, the 3 T's they were called, and actually purchased the deed of the building, which needed a lot of repair, from the city of Harby, and now it is their base. And they do have, they use it as a hangout. And Shannon Maynham, who is Knucklepaler, is her nickname, has come to them after finishing up adventure number 821, where she went out with a group, the Hiltless Swords, which is a lesser group by a couple levels, and received an item called a locator compass that she is not telling the specifics to this group, but is saying that she can locate what is called the mysterious arising sea mountain, which is located southeast of the bottom of the Woolly Bay, an area not traversed very much by ships. And she says that during the conjunction of the moons of Luna and Selene, she can note within a 20 by 20 mile area, which is 400 square miles. It's a lot of area, where this location will arise from under the depths of the water. And she could use the compass at that point to direct the ship toward there. Now, the ironies of this is this group, Reckless Indifference, in our adventure number 787, which was titled and The Terrors of Woolly Bay, which happened to be her pirate group. They captured her, not knowing that she was actually a leader, thinking she was a captive. Brought her back to Harby, where to seek justice, and plus, if they brought her back alive, the monetary value was a lot more in gold. And in a year's time, she has made her way free with finaglings from her family. She is a Maynham, which is one of the main families in Harby. Plus, with the help of Judge Alita Norbalos, she is now free on a recognizance in the city of Harby. So where we are at this point, she's met with the group, and the group is making decisions on what to do at this point, to believe her or not. And it appears that they are going to move forward, because the lure of a treasure hoard that arises from underneath water is probably too much of an allure to pass on. The lore behind this is that the Arising Sea Mountain is a location where an individual named Thagash, back in the old days, he was rumored to be a half-brother to Zagig, had stored a hoard of his looted treasure for safekeeping. So on this, they are going to move forward and take the trek out to this area. Now, the great thing about this group, they do have a ship that they're partial owners on. It's also owned by a gentleman named Old Sea Dog Ned. The name of the ship is the Crusty Widow. It's a cog. It's not in the greatest of shape, but one of our characters in the group, Leolan the Inquisitor, owns an item that he received on an adventure a while back called it's a magic item called a Mako Shark Head. It's a carved item, and you attach this to a ship, and it gives you, no matter what the conditions are, an additional plus 10 knots of movement. So even against the tides and against the winds, you can move this ship. So this ship is mighty fast, which is needed to locate when the compass goes points in a direction needed to get to this island that rises up from the waterways of the Woolly Bay before it sinks again. So this is why she has come to the very group that has brought her to justice, quote unquote, and is asking them to perform this task. And all she wants is rumored to be one item from this stash, but she will not divulge what that is. And it seems like the party does not really at this point care. So that's where we are. We will finish this adventure up on Thursday evening, so there's a lot of questions to be raised on this, and some of them I can think of is, will the party trust her implicitly, or heading out to this area? Are there treasures to be had at this arising sea mountain in the middle of the bay, Woolly Bay, in the middle of nowhere? As we can see, sometimes the allure of financial and wealth and magic items is too much for any group. So they are hoping that they come across some great treasures in this adventure, or is this just one big ruse by Shannon Maynham for some nefarious purpose? Could it be revenge? Could it be she wants to take the ship? Could it be that she has other ideas in mind, and this is some great plot? We will have to find out and see as things come to fruition, and we finish up this adventure on our next session. One of my players, unfortunately, will be extremely late if he's here at all, and he may have to call in via FaceTime, as our Skype will be taken on the screen by Mark out of Ohio, and so we may have our one player coming in extremely late, but that's okay. That happens a lot, and we just make accommodations for it. This will finish up this series. We will go and then we will hopefully have this to a conclusion, and then do our normal experience and treasure division, and then move on to a mega high level for our campaign adventure next week, as my friend Mark from Ohio will be here. It is a Night of Ulick adventure, and that'll be the events before David Gradavis's wedding. So I look forward to seeing you all, and this one has a little bit of intrigue to it as we just partially started this. What will happen to the party? Will they get riches beyond their wildest dreams? Will they none return? Will they some perish? Some sink to the bottom of the Woolly Bay? It's anyone's guess on this one, and I look forward to seeing you online, and we'll see what happens, and look for some surprises from the DM on this adventure. Once again, this is adventure in number 822, entitled A Tale from Knucklepaler. Thanks a lot. I'll see you online.